Hello and a very warm welcome. Bit of a different video today. All 21 tracks, we're going to put them in order from my favourite track to my worst track. Yeah, I'd love you to comment down below with all 21 tracks and see how many we get like matched up, but obviously writing 21 tracks out is going to be tough. I got this idea from a journalist asking in the press conference, where would Brazil rank in your opinion? And I thought, I can do that about every single circuit. And I thought, what a good idea. Right, no bias. You're going to be thinking I'm biased with my first track. My favourite track is Silverstone. And you're probably thinking, oh, he's English, he's from the UK, of course he's going to say Silverstone. But I've been there in 2012. It's arguably got the best sequence of corners. You come out of Luffield, down the old pit straight, into Copse, Maggots, Beckett's, out of Chapel, onto the Hanger Straight, open that DRS, into Stowe. You can go side by side with each other, corner after corner. Silverstone is brilliant. The home of British motorsport, the passion of the fans, probably the most attended Grand Prix out of any Grand Prix. So yeah, Silverstone number 1. Number 2, Spa. Now this is my own personal opinion, yours is probably going to be different, but yeah, if you can be asked to do it, please comment down below. Spa is second, historic Spa-Francorchamps, arguably the most iconic corner in Formula 1 with Eau Rouge. And yeah, how can you not love Spa? Literally 1 minute 50 of pure just magic. I mean, Blanchimont, Pouhon, Eau Rouge, Raidillon, Kemmel Straight, just steeped in F1 history. Probably the best overtaking in Formula 1 history happened round Spa as well. Mika Hakkinen, Ricardo Zonta in between Schumacher and Hakkinen. My third favourite track, Japan. Now if you're asking the drivers their top 5, Spa and Suzuka are going to be in their top 5. Japan is an old school circuit, no runoff. You make a mistake, you're punished, and that's how it should be. So yeah, Japan definitely my third. Fourth, now I love this track, and I'm absolutely sickened that it's going off the calendar next year, Germany. Arguably was race of the season, this season. It was unbelievable race. Germany has to have a race on the calendar. It just has to. Germany. I mean, the most successful driver in Formula 1 is from Germany. And yet we're not going to have a German Grand Prix. It just seems stupid. It's my favourite track on the F1 game as well. So I absolutely love Germany. Honestly. I get so much enjoyment out of driving that track. Number 5. Now, we've just had the Brazilian Grand Prix. Number 5 is Brazil. Absolute unbelievable track. The most iconic driver is from Brazil. Brazil just throws up chaos, drama. The best title decider was round this track in my opinion. 2008. Last lap, last corner, last race. We still didn't know who was going to be champion. I just love Brazil. I love the passion of the fans there. Brazil is a great track. It's a bit short. There's just so much history around that circuit. Number 6, Italy. And now Monza, Italy. Again, I love Italy. The passion of the fans, the way they fill the pit straight. And also it's a great track. Ascari, Parabolica, great corners. Good track for overtaking. Brilliant. Number 7, Canada. And now Canada's another good track, good for overtaking. Wall of Champions, many people have been in there. Canada's also quite special track for me as a Hamilton fan, because it's where Hamilton got his first ever win in Formula 1. So yeah, Canada's just longest ever race was round Canada. Canada's been on the calendar forever. Number 8 is Austria. And now I've purely put Austria down. I like that track on the F1 game as well. Austria, It's just come back on the calendar recently. It's a very, very shortest track on the calendar, but easy to overtake round Austria. Number 9, another track that has been on the calendar forever, Spain, Circuit Barcelona. Unbelievable that they were considering taking that off the calendar this year. Spain, a very good track. The only thing I don't like about Spain now is that chicane right at the end of the lap. It was so much better back in the day where it was a fast right-hander. Number 10, Mexico. Now, I didn't think I'd be putting one of the new tracks in my top 10 because I am not a fan of the new tracks. But Mexico, it's a great track, but the last sector really does offer nothing. It's just for the spectators, but again, it's a good overtaking track. 11, Bahrain. Now, Bahrain's been on the calendar for a very long time. Probably one of the best races in the hybrid era was round Bahrain, 2014, the Mercedes. Unbelievable race round there. Number 12, Monaco. Now, this is 12 on my list. For the drivers, it would be in their top 5 because it's their biggest test, it's their biggest challenge. 200% focus, concentration. One mistake, you're in the wall. But from a fan's perspective, it's not very entertaining to watch. For the drivers, it's a massive challenge, but for the spectators, it's Monaco. You're not going to see many overtake him. It's just basically follow the leader. But it is just the history of Monaco. The challenge of Monaco is exciting to watch. 13, China, another track that's been on the calendar a very long time. China, wow, not really got much written down about China. We're getting to the end now. 14, Baku, another new circuit come on. Baku always seems to throw up a great race, but no attendance at that Grand Prix. So for me, when we're losing races like Germany, but we're keeping Baku, France, Russia, no, not for me. Australia, 15. Now, Melbourne, always been on the calendar for, seems like whatever, but I really don't like Australia. I've never liked that track. I don't know, it just doesn't suit me. On the F1 game, it doesn't suit me. Watching it, there's not that many places you can overtake really, apart from turn 1 and then the next bit. Not a massive fan. 16, another iconic track on the calendar, Hungary. Another track that, I don't know, I'm not a fan of Australia and Hungary. I never have been. That's why they're so low. 17, Singapore. I mean, when did that come on the calendar? 2008. So it's been on the calendar 11 years now. Another huge test for the drivers, over 2 hours of racing. But this is just my opinion. I mean, Singapore could be up there in your top 10, but not for me. 18, Abu Dhabi. Definitely not a fan of Abu Dhabi. I mean, yeah, you've got long straights. It's good for racing, but not for me. The last sector doesn't really offer nothing around Abu Dhabi. 19, Russia. Every time we've gone to Russia, it's been a poor race. Far too much runoff. Modern day tracks, they're not very good because they've got too much runoff. Always a boring race around Russia. That, for me, should be a race that should be scrapped and in the bin. I mean, we're losing Germany, but we're keeping Russia, which is always very boring. 20, USA. Now, you know I hate USA. Every single year we go there. I mean, we've had better tracks than Qatar, in my opinion, Indianapolis. But every single year we go to Circuit in Americas, we talk about track limits, turn 9, turn 19. And every single year we go there and we talk about it, and nothing's done. It's an awful track, in my opinion. So much runoff. It's just a joke. I mean, the way you can just go completely 4 wheels off and not be punished. That's not Formula 1. What's the point in having a track if you're just going to exceed it? And my worst track, officially, is Paul Ricard, France. This is a test track. It's not a Formula 1 track. Again, two massive long straights, but it's a test track. Too much runoff. The paint round the edge of the track. The pit lane's very dangerous, where you're coming out of the pits. And yeah, I think if people would agree with me that Russia and France have got to be either in your last three, because as tracks they don't offer nothing. I really did prefer Manicourt. France is another track, gotta be on the calendar. France, Germany, gotta be on the calendar, but not at Paul Ricard. No, no, no. And we've not seen, a bit like Russia, we've not seen entertaining races at Manicourt. That was probably the worst race of the season this year. So there we have it, all 21 tracks covered. Comment down below. I know it's going to probably take you about 7 hours to write it out, but it would be interesting to see how many match up to mine. So, my favourite track, Silverstone, Spa, Japan, Germany, Brazil, Italy, Canada, Austria, Spielberg, Spain, Circuit de Barcelona, 10, Mexico, 11, Bahrain, 12, Monaco, 13, China, 14th, Baku, 15th, Australia, Melbourne, 16th, Budapest, Hungary, 17th, Singapore, 18, Abu Dhabi, Russia 19, USA 20, and 21 and last, France. So my best track is Silverstone, my worst track is France. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Thanks for watching. And this was a good idea. That journalist in the press conference, he asked the drivers, where would Brazil rank in your opinion? In my opinion, it ranks 5. I wonder where it's going to rank in your opinion. Thanks for watching. Get them comments down below. Get them tracks in down below. 1 to 21. And yeah, I will always reply. Thanks for watching. Adios.